let's go live. Let's go. We are playing NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. I got a review key. It's been a while ago, but we're gonna continue. There is like a main story from Dream Harvest. Let's go. And this has been a cool game. We gotta continue this. I was on the very edge of failing.
Ours is being threatened by some nobody.
We're basically
demanding a payout,
an AI.
or they'll take their relations public.
Like your main character in this game, and there's AI, and that has to take the decision. So I have to keep this at the middle. If they go too high or too low, I'm losing it, basically. This is in short. So we take decision for people. That's what we do. A part of ours begins. Okay, payout. I'll take the pay. This is like an annoying girl. Pay them off.
Pay them off.
The council wants you to replace the parking administrator. The current one doesn't understand the nuances of canopy parking.
Also, you see this little dots is what is gonna influence. Canopy parking is handled by a form of virtual wallet. Okay. They can only be seen by the people below. Boring. Yeah.
Boring.
Whatever.
Our sponsorship of the subway expansion has given us priority for advertising space. What should we prioritize marketing?
This will bum me up and I need to go down. I'm already too strong. So Minecore.
Minecore.
Cool. A call from Ru.
Snugs, we're back in business. People love the rebranding. Bringing back the bargains. What a call.
So, if just for people that are just joining, basically we are warping to different locations because we are an AI and we are controlling the city. That's what's going on. So we're kind of like going through the street in a monitor, like going in the council, taking decisions left and right, talking with the various people around town. And it's kind of cool. Okay, bringing back the bad guy. What I call.
I'm running into the same issue as before. Lots of hungry mouths. I think it's time to set up a shop proper, you know?
Good luck.
The city council wants you to manage dynamic timetables for public transport on both the macro and micro scale. You in?
Dynamic timetable? No.
No.
When will Mom be home?
Okay, this is like, medium right now. They both affected. We can check on her. I can say later.
Later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's fine.
We're getting a cut of this quarter's surplus to play with. Where do you want us to direct it?
Raise wages.
Raise wages.
Huh,
We need
wouldn't
to
that
go
be
down
nice?
here.
Sadly, what I need is more time, not credits.
Hey, can I ask you a favor?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay. That's understandable.
Healthcare worker. Okay.
You've impressed the execs. They're willing to open you up to public media. Think you're ready for it?
I mean, you gotta go with official procedure, not ask me a favor. Okay, you've impressed excessive. We're ready for it. Oh, yeah.
Lights. Camera. Action.
I have to.
Katana Waste Management wants you to operate their trash shifter.
Look at this
Figured you'd be
place.
right at home amongst the other garbage.
Like, is this like a work environment? different monitors and cables going up this bubbled roof. What's the point of the bubbled roofs? I mean, sure.
Okay.
Cordo entrusted the Guilford Fund to me, but the manager is a closet misogynist. Can you handle it for me?
No.
No.
Okay, we need that to go down.
People
Okay, this time we are
working
managing
on
pretty
about
well.
these
I don't know if they tweak
toasted
stuff.
flatbreads down the road. Do I need to add some to my menu?
Toasted flatbreads. I don't know. Sure, go for it.
Yes.
Following opening the media companies of Catena, a number of press releases take place. You are subjected to an onslaught of questioning and prying, many of which are transparent attempts at garnering minor secrets. The interviews, conference, and hearing as a character of particular interest reaches out the infamous journalist Fortran.
How does it feel to be the talk of the town?
It is kinda stressful even for a machine.
Stressful.
Fascinating. Isn't that something you have control over?
Yes, I do have control over. But I wouldn't say completely, and I wouldn't say not really, but since those are only two options, I'm gonna go with completely.
Completely.
Why let yourself feel such an emotion?
Keep me focused. Empathy.
Keeps
Focus.
me focused.
You can get distracted then.
Lots to manage.
Lots to manage.
That makes sense. Do you think this improves your ability to manage city issues?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh? Why is that?
Human connection.
I can agree with that notion. You're certainly an interesting character. I look forward to having a proper conversation with you. Until then.
She places her hand on their chest and performs a shallow bow. Wow.
I've been speaking with the bank and they're willing to give me a loan. I've already got a space scoped out. Looks like Papa Rue's Grill Bus is getting promoted to Grill Bar.
Congratulations.
The CPA wants to know if you can unearth archived CCTV footage in Janye. I think a better question is, do you want to?
So if I help the police, I'm gonna try to help them and see if this goes up.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody told you the reason it was archived. It was the footage had to. It was. The footage has been corrupted beyond recognition. The recovery takes a long time.
The council have given us a cleaning audit, and we need to put in some extra work to meet their requirements.
I just work for more hours, dude.
Work more hours.
Sure, why not? And society has always been held up by those at the bottom of it.
You catch Fortran inside the perimeter of the Catena hydroelectric plant late at night.
Hey, Ark, now's not a good time. I'm investigating claims of illegal waste dumping into the canals.
So interfere with the thing or lever. I'm gonna just side with the police, and it's gonna be good to go down with media. Yep.
I'm stuck on this one, my little nugget. My menu is functional, but doesn't have that pizzazz factor, you know?
So this is money, this is media, this is police, and this is AI power. In short, reminding people again. Let me just also put the chat in all messages, because I don't want like maybe some messages to be cut off. Okay. Where did my like button on mobile go? Oh, on the bottom. So I need to close, click, and like, and just to test if it's working. Because, yeah, they kinda changed a bit. It takes a lot of time to switch from one chat to the other chat to see if everything works properly. They really don't want you to manage that from mobile. It seems like... Anyway. Sidetracked. Let's keep going. I'm stuck on the... but doesn't have that pizza's factor, you know? Crafts weekend? No, hire a designer. Less money. I mean, we're already up.
Hire
Be
a
fine.
designer.
That's not really an option, Nugs. Too much money I don't have. I'll just change the font again.
Yeah, do that.
I'm picking the playlist for Todd's birthday lunch. I don't even know his last name. How am I supposed to know his music tastes?
Oh, do I just have to guess? I'm gonna go with Saint Revival. Why not? No, that's gonna like it. Yeah, go for it.
2050 synth revival.
Of course, his music would be as annoying as his voice.
I didn't feel like I had an option there. Being from a new location on the edge of the night market.
It's my main nugget. How you doing? Hold that thought. Look at all this.
With bazaar, bonjour, sale too. This is like the... This doesn't look that safe with the rain. All of those cables up there. Standing in a dinner-style shop only with less charm and more stain on the floor.
Isn't it great?
Calm. No questions. He looks around with his hand on his hips.
It's going to be magnificent. I can't wait to get started. Oh, I'm gonna open the doors right now.
Congratulations.
The family cannot be contained. You congratulate him before returning to work.
Some companies have read my draft for the pollution tax and are offering a lot of money to drop it. Well, obviously, bribes are illegal. However, I could direct that money straight into a research program to explore the cleaning up of our waterways. Should I do it?
I wanna read that again. They're offering money. So this is gonna give me a bunch of money, but police is gonna go... No. No, we don't need money.
No.
We're fine. We need to bring this up.
AI, my secretary has the use and charm of an 11th toe. Find me someone who can actually do the job.
Let's go externally. Why not? You find a floor manager from the entertainment industry looking for something less stressful. This isn't less stressful. Just wanted
I've
new dialogues,
received
new
death
people.
threats from an anonymous source. Someone out there really doesn't like my involvement with you.
Tell the police.
Tell the police.
This police seems to handle the situation as no more threats appear.
Ah, everything is so bleak. Can you dig up some data on extinct mammals? I have an idea for a bit. The fluffier, the better.
You crazy girl? No. I want this to go down when we have to save the people. I mean, no, we're gonna skip this. Skip this, yes.
Yes.
I mean,
People are
we keep
complaining
it
about
stable.
the amount of
It's
cycle and
better.
board accidents happening on sidewalks. How can we minimize them?
Cycle and boards? Cycle and board accident, okay. Steer assist? More money, I guess. This is steer assist.
Steer assist.
You're able to modify the standard drive assist in cars for the smaller modes of transport. What is sidewalk but a small road? Okay.
My menu's getting a bit full. I'm running out of room on the page, and I'm running out of space to store all the ingredients.
Keep the classic. No, go with the hold.
Out with the old.
I knew that was gonna happen, but
The CPS wants to reform their organizational structure, but could use a hand overseeing the shift as their staff gets used to it.
Management's problem.
the problem it proves to be whatever Hotshot thought this would make things more efficient proved to be the opposite.
I never get to see any of my friends. Night shift sucks. Know anywhere I could hang out with people who aren't asleep or working?
The Breakfast Club?
Breakfast club.
My dinner, their brunch. Huh, sounds neat.
As your influence grows, you're taking over more and more jobs. How can we protect those who are now unemployed?
Go with this one.
Subsidize retraining.
Ugh, the world is so depressing. I need to indulge in some escapism. For myself and for my viewers. What should I cover?
Sky Riot?
Sky Riot.
Loud, exhilarating, wild. Love it. I might even be able to get sponsorship to cover the story.
Matisse handed me the wrong file, and now my entire report is compromised. I know he did it deliberately.
Call him out. Damage control, maybe?
Damage control.
You help her remedy the error and contact the people that it affects. Marge is impressed with her handling of the situation.
The latest report from our dream teaching exercise arrived. Our subject has developed the ability to do scales without assistance.
Dream teaching exercise? Doesn't mean much.
Doesn't mean much.
Okay.
I'm thinking of getting some peanuts for the counter and not charging for them, just something for people to munch on while they wait.
I think it's a great idea.
Great idea.
Our Chantelar cleanup bill got absolutely slammed. Is it worth trying to recover it, or should we abandon ship?
Sentinel cleanup bill. Whatever is gonna influence the police left. Maybe this one? I don't know what this is gonna do.
Recover.
Yeah, that's good. You adjust the build to something more likely to pass. It's a compromise, but at least Chandler is receiving governance internal support.
There's supposed to be a guest orientation event this afternoon, but the event coordinator is a no-show. What should I do?
Wait it out.
Wait it out.
Oh, my money is going down. There's no word from the coordinator. The whole event is a waste of everyone's time.
More and more people are being hospitalized with what appears to be allergic reactions to new drug Epicenter.
We're gonna do this one.
Release trial reports.
I checked the reports and they seem authentic. I don't understand why the drug isn't working.
Check the distribution? No, manufacture.
Check manufacturing.
There appears to be a large quantity of counterfeit drug be produced by the factory and sold on the black market. I see.
A documentary about companies developing neurotech has come out, and it's greatly boosting the profiles of our competitors.
For now, ignore it.
Ignore it.
Your focus on building Minecore's reputation to account for the losses brought on by your competitors' rise. Is it gonna be harder to make money?
We're thinking of introducing compulsory digital co-pilots to reduce skyway accidents. Their function includes steering control.
It's for the best, I guess.
It's for the best.
Skycars are complicated machines. As a support system should have been abandoned. Sorry for their inception. Okay.
This is ridiculous. Nobody gives me the respect I deserve. If I didn't do my job, nothing around here would get done.
To be honest, my dude, everyone works hard.
Everyone works hard.
I mean, yeah, I guess. You don't have to be a dick about it.
Yeah, exactly.
My office has been offered a private donation if we push through the Outskirts Reclamation Bill. Should we accept?
As people were drawn to the light of Katina and night. Take the donation.
Yes.
Allow Tangre to bring a team of civil engineers on board as consultant, ensuring the validity of the bill. Sure, that was great.
It's Mental Health Week this week, and nobody is talking about it. Discourse about this sort of thing saves lives. Think you could commandeer some of those billboards to help boost awareness? I think it would make a difference.
Yes.
Good morning, Ark. A
You
local
don't want
lawyer
this to
wants
go
your
down.
assistance on researching a case. You'll provide an objective viewpoint, of course.
Not interested because I'm gonna let the police do that.
Not interested.
Wait,
I could really use some tips on how to get better sleep. I'm beat, and yet when I get home,
maybe I
I
am the
can't turn my
police.
brain off.
They're both really good. Start with ambience.
Try ambiance.
What do you mean?
Audio? Okay. Rainforest ambience.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, if you could put together a playlist of that for me, please.
We are getting a bit
We're
too
reviewing
happy.
a policy that favors public petitions to encourage more organized protest. Do you support it?
Yes.
Great.
Shit, I'm gonna be late. Can you please run the desk until I get there? I'm really sorry.
So this is helping him, and this is like, this is really helping him. I can't. I hope this doesn't have like bad repercussions.
Sure.
Thanks a bunch, buddy.
Do you get sad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mom said everyone gets sad sometimes. Mom gets sad a lot. She doesn't want me to see it, but I can hear it. It's good you can be sad sometimes, too. Mom said it means you have something you care about. I hope the thing you care about makes you happy, too.
Kurt and Esteval are chatting quietly in the corner of the lab.
And it's done.
Kurt turns to him.
What's done?
Only the labor of endless sweat and tears.
Seem uncharacteristically smile.
What's he talking about?
Haven't you been listening? The emotions module.
Way to downplay it, Val. With this, ARC will be able to interface directly with people's minds.
What does that mean?
Means that if you have one of these on, you can
Yeah, instead-
communicate with the AI non-verbally. Emotions, thought, touch, smell. Everything it's been missing out on.
Oh wow. He looks unimpressed by
If you say
that.
so. In any case, I'm
doesn't
running
believe
late
it.
for a meeting. Let me know how it goes.
He exits the rooms. Kairos and Esteval share a look.
What's his deal?
Leave him be. He's under a lot of pressure.
Kairos looks at her, eyebrows raised, but without anything else forthcoming. He shakes his head and turns to you instead.
All right, ARC, this is it. Are you ready to plug in? It's a big step, so think about it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's the spirit, Archie. I need to run diagnostics first. We should be good to go shortly.
Kairos and Esteval return to their desks. You resume your daily duties. This chapter is really
People
long.
seem nervous about the quantity of data you have access to. How should we address this?
Transparency.
Complete transparency.
To avoid backlash or restriction are established over what you can access without permission. The public's response is favorable.
I'm curious. What do you think of yourself? Are you proud of what you are?
Proud?
Not particularly.
What is that?
Pride isn't useful.
Pride isn't useful.
I beg to differ. Pride is a marker for care and quality. Take me, for example. I'm only this radiant because I take pride in my appearance. My businesses succeed because they take pride in their service.
Seismic activity detected. Trigger MMS of 5.9. You can ignore that? Let's do it. Earthquake is devastating. Severe problems, damage takes place throughout the city, including a number of deaths. People lament the lack of warning, and many points their finger at you.
I want to cover the Bow trial. Can you get me permission to enter the courthouse?
It's a closed trial.
It's a closed trial.
They're sitting on the couch in the lab. Kairos is running a brush through LMI's hair.
Uncle Ross?
What is it, El?
I like your hair. Can I have hair like yours?
Sure thing, kid. We could do it together, but you have to ask your mother first. You'll never know until you ask, El. In fact, let me make you a deal.
He puts the brush down and stands up to stretch.
If you do your homework now, I'll talk to her.
Talk to her about what?
Enters the lab carrying several coils of cable over her shoulder. Wait, it didn't like do anything about the earthquake because we didn't have a precise scale about it. If I knew the scale of the earthquake, that wouldn't make a difference. Let's keep that on mind.
Something that can wait until after your homework's done.
Winks at LMI, she grinds lonely and scurries to a desk where she unearths tables from the school bags.
So,
Feel like they should have had like
have you tried it yet?
more like you could have lose money from the outcome.
Got sidetracked. Let's do it now.
Makes a show rolling her eyes, but her amusement is all yes.
Get on with it.
Comes to your terminal and starts unplugging cables. Oh,
Don't mind me, bud. Just need to...
wait. Initializing. Huh. Your video feeds turn on. You see Kairos running diagnostic on a tablet.
I feel like a car mechanic, but for electronics.
Esteval plants her hand on her forehead.
That's called being an engineer.
Grins broadly. He raises his voice while looking at his tablet.
Ark, can you hear me?
Sure can.
Sure can.
How are you feeling?
It's failing.
What's up, feeling?
Esteval five flick to Cairo, but he seemed unfazed.
Oh, this is gonna be spectacular.
Is it like on his mind? I don't remember about the lip stuff. Reaches for a bulky head strap on the table. Stick cables running directly to your terminal.
If your brain doesn't get fried, you mean.
Especially then.
Put the device on his head and turns it on.
Here we go.
Loud gate opens up so the connection with his mind is established. Tsunami of memories crashes into you. Joy, fear, love, doubt, bits from an entire life, tenuously linked to by various events. It all stopped as suddenly as it began. The Kairos taking the device off.
So, did it work?
The first person view, Kairos at the grocery store. Taps his ring finger on the credit terminal. He doesn't respond. He feels frustration and embarrassment. He double taps his ring finger, he stands and tries again, but the terminal declines. Stop the feed after seeing Kairos clear the scums board.
Too many nights at Cromley's that month?
The bar. Even though her tone is sarcastic, she's practically trembling with excitement.
I guess we need to work on some privacy settings, huh?
Even so, this is amazing, Kairos. We're so close now.
And you thought she needed some fancy surgeons.
Do I need to raise the volume for the game just a tiny bit? Let's do it from here.
First things first, though. We need to set up some privacy parameters.
What? Looks at you with an apologetic eyes and shuts you down again. You boot up some time later and Kairos' life seems to be missing from your memory.
Archie, my friend, it's business as usual for now. We have more tests coming soon, though. Don't you worry.
Please no. Okay. It's... okay.
Okay.
It smiles at... it connects you to the NeuroNet. As soon as you're online, you receive a signal.
A private security force wants us to develop hardware for them. They're a pretty secretive group. Should we take on the contract?
Yep.
Yes.
We need money. Number of missing person cases grow up over the following weeks. They seem unrelated. Best not to think about it too much.
I have a presentation I need to deliver, and I want to impress Cordo. What does he find more appealing?
This one.
Sleek aesthetics.
Spend most of the presentation staring at Patricia, meaning the effort she puts into making the slide look good is wasted. Good. We didn't do the deep thing.
Johnny has been talking about me behind my back. How should I deal with it?
Ignore other people like that.
Ignore it.
We also got the money and that. Plays the game of politics very aggressively. Patricia, despite her frustration, focuses on doing her best work.
There's a new business developing Dreamcasters that want to use our tech. Looking at their credentials, it's a risk. Thoughts?
Device that attach a neural input jack, stimulating the amygdala, hippocampus, providing data storing the frontal cortex, but allow experience to be injected into the user brains. Decline. That could be a problem for the hospital. I mean, they are kind of happy right now, so we could like work on like
In fact,
destroying people. People are really excited by this new product. It pays itself off rapidly. Worked.
That security force we made gear for is back with another contract. They seem dangerous. I'm not comfortable working with them.
Security first we made gear for is back with another contract. Decline it.
decline the contract.
Cordo keeps calling me Patty, but that's not my name. Do you think he'd be mad if I asked him to stop? I need him to like me.
Better not.
Now that you're released to the
That was
public,
worth
you
it.
can take steps to enable civilians to interface with you in their homes.
And you release the public. Except to enable okay.
In doing so, you'll lose some macro capacity. Do you want to go through with it?
No, focus with the city.
Focus on the city.
Oh, I've got a killer headache. I think I'm gonna head home. Is it okay for me to leave this report until tomorrow? It's due today.
Yes.
The missed date means the builders that were meant to be installing new pylons for you get booked by a different company. It's alright. Shit, headache.
Hello there. Oh, this is very exciting indeed. I've finished all my material for the rally. We're almost ready to go. I've managed to get a couple of guest speakers on board. All we need now is awareness. Are you able to help in that regard?
I can't be involved. What's the plan? Let's go.
What's the plan?
I just need help setting up advertisements. Well, I'm not asking you to be the face of the movement or anything.
Was expecting the
Our
opposite.
relationship should be kept professional, of course. Do you have preference on when it comes to policy? Would that be legal?
Can say.
I can't say.
Remind me to draft a bill about that. If we're going to keep working together, it should be clear what we're allowed to do. Anyway, I'll send you a list of people I don't have time to contact. If you think of anything else, feel free to get in touch.
Sure thing.
We've been approached again for a Sky Riot sponsorship. Team Valorhorn seems to want to make this a partnership. Should we do it?
Also on Skyrim season, they just don't have the resources to be champions or runner up. Police is gonna go down, money is gonna go up, people I don't know, let's go.
Yes.
We failed. It's alright though. Place in the top 5 for the tournament, and their popularity increased rapidly. They even draw some rather maniac fans. It's fine.
I'm feeling a little off today, Nugs. Thing is, some bills came in, so I'm a bit short on cash at the moment. Should I go home?
Keep working, dude.
Keep working.
Whatever he had, he passed it on its customer.
Research shows that for the people who have yet to get chipped, one of the main reasons is fear of the procedure. It makes no sense. We have people operating with only 45% of their original biomass with no errors. What's there to be afraid of?
Horror story.
Horror stories.
It's bloody ridiculous. Johnny Who Gives a Fuck gets a botched job, and now everyone thinks they could be next. We have to do something about this.
Counter narrative. Seems great.
Counter-narrative.
Compile a list of stories of people whose lives were fundamentally changed for the better by the NeuroNet.
Ace Pharmaceuticals want us to sponsor their development of a neurodampener that will help people suffering from soma fever.
We gotta fund it. We could also not fund it. Well, I want my money back. Fund it.
Fund it.
What?
The dynamic timetables
Or lose
mean I'm
money because
not
I
wasting so
found
much
it.
time at an empty desk, but it's impossible to make social plans.
Day shifts or NeuroNet hangouts. I think the police is fine, so let's do this one.
NeuroNet hangouts.
This is the NeuroNet hangouts. Private holo chat room he can set up with his friends so they can hang out in net space, so no matter where they are in the city. That sounds amazing.
Skycart manufacturers are pushing back against the bill. They say it'll increase costs of production too much.
A area vehicle comprising a glass pod on top of a quantum locking plate or omnidirectional thruster, they're the main form of transport in the city. Though some still prefer to keep their feet on the ground. We wanna keep that. Oh, money's gonna go down.
Subsidize the cost.
Get ping from Dro's Grill at the night market. Seems is another late night ramble mode.
Hey there, Nugget. I gotta say, thanks for encouraging me to go ahead with this. It's been real nice since setting up shop here. Mostly, it's given me time.
He twiddles with his thumb ring as an affectionate smile spread across his face.
I get to see my boy properly now. He's a bit of a nugget like you. While I was running that old meat wagon, I only got him on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But now with Dilby running Fridays...
He nods over his shoulder and a teenager scraping the grill down.
I can actually have half a weekend with him. So thanks. I really appreciate it.
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you.
Let's go.
We have an ambulance requesting directions to get back to us. The shortest route takes them through West Zanye, which has bad traffic, but there is a longer, more reliable route available.
Long route.
Taking the long way back is less risky, but takes 25 minutes, which is too long for the passenger.
Several influencers and media heads are pushing the legitimacy of Sky Riot as a mainstream sport.
I mean, it could have been
Should we endorse them?
a bad decision to take the risky path anyway, so. No.
No.
Darling Gray sends you a draft for his bill that will allow your contribution in a legal proceeding. Your role would be twofold: spot consultant and honorary member of the parliament.
Do you think it's ready?
Yes.
This is going to
The deep fryer is borked again. Getting it replaced is going to be expensive. But every day I go without fixing it costs me too.
repair it.
Repair it.
Day counts for the public hearing of Dalian's Grey High collaboration bill, but a large crowd has assembled to protest its passing.
People don't have enough trust in you yet. They don't understand how much good you can do for the city. We can apply more restrictions to keep them happy, or go ahead with it as it is. What do you think?
This is gonna bump the moral up.
Add restrictions.
The bill is amended to allow the public to vote on what aspect of the law you can interact with. Hey, it's a good thing for the city.
I want to investigate claims of exploitation labor at Retcom, but they won't hire me knowing who I am.
Manufacture a whole site communication device that don't use modern service like the NeuroNet. People prefer their unintrusive system or find the difficulty in user tracing appealing.
I need you to let a false identity pass. If these claims are true, there could be scores of people who desperately need help.
It's legal.
That's illegal.
It's nothing compared to what could be going on at Retcom.
Are you alive?
Yes?
Yes.
Do you have a body?
No.
No.
Then how are you talking?
Through a speaker.
Okay.
We've received complaints that our partnership with Valorhorn is legitimizing unruly behavior encouraged by the sport.
Maintain partnership.
It's just
I have
rumors.
to archive all the paperwork from last quarter. Have I scanned everything? Can you handle the rest? I have places to be.
I'll do that. That's not gonna give me power, isn't it?
Yes.
It does.
Not everyone is a fan of your digital babysitting, but they don't fully grasp what you do. Want me to do a piece on you?
No.
No.
I have so many ideas on how to improve things around here, but they all just see me as corporate fodder. Would you endorse me?
Yes.
Yes.
She's very annoying, but she's good at her job. Concerned looking raw.
You see that?
Window at something beyond your camera field of view. From the street view, you can't tell is referring to the new beefy boys threatening to open across the road.
That's going to be a problem. I can tell.
Update the menu.
Update menu.
One of our subsidiaries is underperforming. The cost of paying staff is barely outweighed by their profits. We need optimizations.
Oh, management was trash. We need...
Revise management.
Yeah. I knew that. Because earlier they did a poor job with what I was expecting from them. In reviewing the CEO behavior, you find them to be more interested in flirting with HR than running the company.
I've received encrypted files from a source of mine,
Like,
but
the
they're
stats
beyond
were
my
not gonna
ability to
matter.
decipher.
We
Could you
got
unlock
the
them for
payback with
me?
management. They're beyond my ability to decipher. Could be harmful.
Could be harmful.
The new Beefy Boys has opened up. Their ads are everywhere, Nugs. It feels like it's all I can see.
Update your combos.
Update your combos.
Bruce tries some new menus item and even tries changing its pricing, but it does little to help.
Oh man, I don't know what happened, but I completely messed up the schedule for this month. What should I do?
Start from scratch.
Start from scratch.
It takes a while, but you manage to rebuild it, contacting each staff member and account for leave in special circumstances.
My pepper poppers just aren't selling, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Any ideas?
You drop it out from the menu.
Drop from menu.
The bill went through. You've been sworn in, so to speak. Congratulations on the beginning of your political career.
Hooray!
Hooray!
I found a bug in your code I want to address. Would you mind going offline while I implement the fix?
Sure. The brief shutdown causes mild confusion and inconvenience, but it's all over before anything major can happen.
A bill has been put forward with harsher penalties for public damages to try and quell the riots in Shentelar. Do you support it?
Dissent through action that can result in damage to public property. No.
No.
Okay. Calls you from the grill, is sitting at one of the tables. He is leaning on the counter watching a video on his scones. Quiet night?
Quiet night.
This ain't good, Nugs. They keep undercutting me. Any deal I got, they got too, a few credits cheaper. They have a bigger range, too. And they're advertising real beef. What does that even mean? Beef is just a word. They're just putting words together.
It's a product that comes from actual animal that is being raised and cared for. Okay. Raw.
And they forced Camille out of shop. She shut down the other week.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
I don't plan to, but these guys sure aren't making it easy.
She stands at the customer sticks. Her head is in through the front. Dilby's already behind the grill.
Nice one, lad.
I want to address the minimum wage for workers. The financial leaders of Catena can definitely afford it. They just don't want to.
Leave it be.
Leave it be.
Incoming connection on port 02F8A unsecure. Remote program connecting. Activating AIGIS protocol. Backtrace. Last path node ID. Identify return financial data state. AIGIS warning code 13 virus detected. Remote access violation to cognitive function economic evaluation model. Analysis packet buffer incoming connection contain query request. Deny. Packet overflow warning. Virus initializing data birth. Attempting to process data stream. Resolve packet data stream exception code. Terminated. Pork processing error. Unable to terminate query request. Connection to virus established. Virus connection stabilized. Internal access established. I just wanna... there's query. What can make you sick when you don't have it, and also make you sick when you have too much? I'm gonna go with time. Query response not recognized. Virus connection established again. What can make you sick when you don't have it? Time again. One more time and it's time. Okay, well, I have to go with money. What begins as a means to an end, but can become a web so tangled that even the poorest heart becomes corrupted. Thing. Okay. What can drive a person to be new heights but leave them empty inside? Can bring her joy, but it's an obsession with things that shine. End of query. Economic evaluation integrity 100%. Analysis thread 03A complete. Vulnerability detected. Virus termination option available. Aegis fragment memory registers. Fragmented memory dispersing virus memory data. Disassociating Unsleep faction, clear memory virus model. Oh. Overwriting write data, no. The virus no longer exists. Scanning for security breaches. No additional breaches identified. Threat successfully contained. You restore your lost connection throughout the city. Some systems might take a while to come online, others have been switched off entirely. As you reconnect with the lab, you are met with the concerned faces of Esteban, Kairos, and Corto.
Ark, come in, Ark. Where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, whew.
Leans back in his chair, breathing a sigh of relief.
You scared us, little buddy.
Scared us? It's goddamn chaos out there.
I was attacked.
I was attacked.
Anger shatters the other two, stare and look at concern.
Attacked by what?
A virus.
A virus.
I didn't realize this thing was vulnerable to viruses.
It had to come from an internal source. That's the only way to directly transmit data to ARC.
Whatever it was aggressive. Do we have a leak? And why would they go after Archie?
I think I know exactly what happened.
Before the pair can respond, Corton stormed out of the room.
Should we...
Leave him. He thinks Pershaw's involved, I bet, but Pershaw doesn't have the smarts to put something like this together.
Iroh shrug.
He has contacts, though. He could be behind it, even if someone else is responsible for the actual virus.
Esteban's bobs are held from side to side.
True.
Should we take Ark down until we know more about what happened?
It seems to have stopped. Are you feeling okay?
I killed it.
I killed it.
We'll keep you live for now, but let us know if you notice any abnormalities. Kairos, try again on those diagnostics.
The pair spend the rest of their evening trying to figure out what exactly happened. Later your attention is drawn to Corto drawing through West Canopy District, speaking with someone on comms.
No, I'm running late.
We are in a fast car. His behavior does not match his standard pattern for this time of day.
I know. I'll get there when I get there.
Parks an apartment complex.
Yes. No. Look, I need to go. See you soon.
Look at this, it's so cool. Clicks the call close. You follow him up to the penthouse apartment via the building cameras. He tests the handle and finds the door unlocked. After a moment of hesitation, he barges and heads directly to the terrace. Corto's intrusion inside a cackle from the apartment's occupied.
You know, Corto, I've always thought of you as a jellyfish.
Pershaw sits on his balcony looking out over the city. He has an empty glass in hand.
Looks like you have a spine after all.
I know what you're up to, Pershaw. It stops tonight.
Still, no fucking brains, though.
Pershaw pours himself another drink, spilling some on his hand in the process. He leans back in his chair.
I warned you. What you've done is grounds for dismissal. I'll have you tossed out like the trash you are.
If it's true, it damages the reputation, so I get the hanger. He glares at Corto with complete control.
What proof do you have? As far as the board is concerned, I only have the project's best interests at heart. Hell, I'm the one keeping the damn thing aloft.
An attack like that can only be an inside job. And you've been in our business since day one. If we go through your comms, what do you think we'll find?
Herschel turned back to the city with a laugh, flushing some of his drinks onto the balcony tiles.
Absolutely nothing, I assure you. I'm the project executive, you moron. That digital pet of yours has to do whatever I say.
Approaches like a storm.
You better back off, Pershaw.
Spins, sputtering cartridges with alcohol. Spit in! He growls through bare teeth, jabbing his finger at Corto's chest.
Or what, Devon? Need I remind you I'm the head of this whole deal? You can't fucking touch me.
Swatting his hand away, Rachel hides a flare and he strikes Corto's shoulder with his palm. They fighting. Retaliate with a two-handed shove. Pasha stumbled backwards, his spit slipping on his leg style. He hits the railing at the edge of the balcony and tumbles over. There's no scream, only startled grunt. Approaches the railing, its movement is filtered. Looks over the edge slowly, then jolts backwards. He skids on the wet floor but catches himself on Bershaw's chair. He scrambles inside, his eyes snapping to your camera.
Ark?
No, I'm not here. No. Yes.
Yes?
You keep your reply neutral. It's hard to tell if your presence counts Corso or agitate him.
In the event of Reeves Pershaw's demise, I am assuming the role of stand-in project executive. Acknowledge.
I can say whatever. I'm not gonna say it like up front.
I am issuing an executive override command. You are not to disclose with anyone the events that took place in this room between
Check his watch.
11:06 p.m. and 11:01 p.m. Delete all records of my being in this building and West Canopy District between 11:50 p.m. and 10 p.m.
He darts to the kitchen to grab washcloth, using to wipe down the balcony chair, then the door handle to the penthouse suite. Check his watch again.
Finally, delete all records of this executive order. This never happened. Order complete.
Something switches inside you. While you have no sense of temperature, you know this witch is cold. GPS tracking data. Do a backup. Oh, I can't. You have the traffic camera footage from West Canopy. Send it. Corto lives West Canopy, and with him the truth. As far as everyone is concerned, the truth is such. Devon Corto never spoke to you this evening. Was never in the penthouse apartment this evening. Never drove through West Canopy this evening. Reeves Pershaw was enjoying a solitary drink on his balcony. Died on the sidewalk, 11:06 p.m. What? How does this man have so much power on me? It's unbelievable. Paid to silence gossip monger. Got a very timely raise at work. The twins don't know it yet. They're going to Weasley Wonderworld for their birthday this year. Met the journalists, Rulons approve. CCB News. Expectation of our work is far beyond anything that would be considered reasonable. If we don't do our job, people get sick, people can even die. So we knuckle down and get it done. But let me be clear, that does not justify the council demand. We need more staff. We need to be heard. Partly, whenever healthcare workers strike, they're basically holding everyone in the hospital hostage. If you give in to their demand, you're basically negotiating with terrorists. Cerebellum Conversation Network. Come check out our new local. Papa's in the house all weekend. I'll see you there. Grats to be Papa, loves seeing small business flourish. Ruth set up shop in the night market. Little sister watches back. Pirate broadcast. A little bit of both transcript. Fortran. Hear the feel good laugh show. Cerebellum, a conversational network. Precious is something Papa Rook cares about a lot. For that reason, I'm cycling out some of my older recipes to make room for new exciting combos. Don't you freeze your food? The Daily Campcast News. I think before you speak transcript. It's the complete disregard of Chantillar culture that bother me. Sure, their intentions are good, but when you clean up bill including recreation, okay. Try to make a difference in Chantillar. Uncover the crime behind Epicenter. Right side of history. Office accept a private donation from Industrial. It's obviously interesting in the bill. Next thing you know, he and his team are fully behind the bill. I guess blatant bribery and corruption are just accepted now. Is that it? Is that what we are doing now? What? He specifically asked me to not be corrupted. Well, whatever. A commanding of billboard we have paid for to advertise our product not only invalidated the purchase but cost us in potential revenue loss. We will be seeing clean compensation from your company. Huh. It's really nice to see some more proper recognition for condition affect so many people's lives. Okay. And we have told to LMI about sadness. Catena was struck by an earthquake. Experience Kairos memory. Dreamcaster pitch video transcript. Bring your wildest dreams into reality. Who knows who entertain you better than your own mind. Tallingre prepare a rally. Marketing department. Victory and glory. Sponsor team Valorhan. Finish the season top 5. Conversation network. Feeling like dog. Water. Pretty sure I got food poison from Papa Ro. Okay, they really don't like his food. Propagated food poisoning. Help Lucia combat fears of neural implants. The NeuroNet accessibility meant that the GAR has managed to successfully start up a consulting business based entirely on the net, despite being completely burdened. Able to host meeting via projector, retaining critical face-to-face contact with its client. With a journal of medical science we get. I'm thrilled! Soma fever caused so much suffering on our populace. But thanks to Mindcore generosity, we can all finally start looking to a way to fight back. Found that the pharmaceutical reserve who opened about his son. Let's be real, if you can't see Sky Riot as a sport because it involves dynamic playfield. And to see what you think looks fun. If you want to see the ball move around a rectangle for 2 hours, I'll look up my old geometry homework. I don't think insulting the baller fanbase is going to win you any new rioters. If they get pixels of some that small, they'll cut out for the riot. I'm just saying, look at the comment. People protested the AI bill. Talk to LMI about life. Mail server. Organization of your magnitude as some of the largest outreach in Catena. With that powers come the obligation to use your influence responsibly. Something which you continued fraternization with Valorhorn and the Skyriot business flies in the face of Beefy Boy Shock. shook things up. Advertisement 100% real beef. Look at this ad. It's amazing. That's why the other guy is failing. Absolutely swollen with flavor. Watch this space. It's going to be grand. The AI built past. Cerebrum Conversation Network. It's actually really encouraging to see Ark reject the bill against rioting and damages. Okay. Customer dried up. Protest night. Living in poverty is not living. If you value your work, value your workers. Received suspicious file sus. Attacked by a virus. NeuroNet crawled. End of feed. Generated city status report redacted. We have the Springer report, state of the state. Foreign trend of financial hardship is proving persistent with many business suffering, even Minecraft with tragic death of CEO. Ark goes crazy. Raised parachute found dead. We list the top 10 most likely suspects. Number 8 will shock you. Crazy article. Look at the little details, even in the editor right here. James Minder, editor. Public service announcement. Would like to apologize. We did major technical difficulty. We are doing everything we can to ensure it does not happen again. If not, all behavior for archetype, please report to. Okay, this is a reportment from Corto, the killer. Catena, the expert hour. I think people are taking the glitch way too personally. How do we even know if it was even Hark's fault? They are the most complicated machine system, intelligent, whatever you want to call it, Catena has ever seen. An issue could arise whenever, as anywhere down the line, but we blame Ark because Ark has a name we can solve it. That's not fair. A lot of our viewers agree with you. We have several messages just people have sent in. Okay, police is going back up, money stays like that, my power went a bit down, and that went a bit up. We didn't gain any new power though. I think we are done. Theme is smaller than Infamy. That's chapter 5. We keep that for next time. And goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. This was a lot of fun. That's where we are ending though. We are ending here. Let's take a look at the codex. Repair died in this route. I didn't know it would override. I think it's like a bit worse, but it's fine. Look at this with like the character. We still have many characters to counter apparently. So things are gonna get crazy. See you in the next part. I did really good, I think. This game is fun. There's also a lot to read, so I need to take some session when I want to do it. This was also really long to do one full chapter, but it was fun. See you in the next part. Bye!